All right, let's jump right in. We're going to talk about one of the biggest myths out there about getting older. This idea that you're just supposed to get weaker. It's just part of the deal, right? Well, what if I told you that's not true at all?
Yeah, you heard that right. That slow, creeping feeling of weakness that so many people start to accept, it isn't some inevitable part of aging. It's actually something else. And it has a medical name, sarcopenia. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this condition that honestly hides in plain sight, usually disguised as just getting old.
So, first things first, let's completely reframe this conversation. It's time to bust the myth that your strength is just destined to fade away as the years go by. Next up, let's get specific. What in the world is sarcopenia, anyway?
So there's the textbook definition. But what does that really mean? Well, think of it as a triple threat. You're losing the actual muscle tissue, you're losing the strength that muscle can produce, and you're losing your ability to use that strength in everyday life. It's a real, diagnosable condition.
Now, this is what surprises a lot of people. Sarcopenia doesn't just show up out of the blue when you turn 60. It's sneaky. It actually starts way back in our 30s and 40s. The decline is so slow at first, you don't even notice it. But here's the kicker. If you ignore it, once you hit your 60s and beyond, that decline can really accelerate.
So what's actually going on under the hood? Well, a few things are happening at once. Our body just gets less efficient at building new muscle from the food we eat. At the same time, our muscles get a little stubborn. They don't respond to exercise signals as well as they used to. That's what scientists call anabolic resistance. Then you throw in some natural hormonal changes and the fact that we tend to move less, and well, you've got the perfect storm for muscle loss. Okay, so we know what it is, we know how it happens, but here's the most important question of all. Why does this matter? What's the real price you pay for just letting this happen?
Let's be clear, this isn't about looking good at the beach. Your muscles are the engine for literally everything you do. Getting up from a chair, walking upstairs, keeping your balance, that's all muscle. When that engine weakens, your risk of a fall and a serious fracture goes through the roof. And from there, it can be a slippery slope toward losing your independence, disability, and it's even linked to a higher risk of mortality. So when you boil it all down, what are we really talking about here? Is this just about not being able to lift heavy boxes anymore? Or is it something much deeper?
And this is the absolute heart of the matter. This is about your ability to live life on your own terms, to carry your own groceries, to play on the floor with your grandkids, to travel without worrying. It's about your personal freedom. But here's the good news. And it is really good news. This is not a one-way street. Sarcopenia doesn't have to win. So let's get into the actual blueprint for how to fight back. First off, we have to completely dismantle these old, harmful ideas. The belief that weakness is just something you have to accept, that's just plain wrong. Sarcopenia is absolutely manageable. And the idea that you should take it easy or rest more as you get older, honestly, that's often the worst possible advice. It just makes things worse faster. The reality is simple. For your muscles, movement is medicine. So what do we do? Well, the science points to these 4 key pillars. Number 1, progressive strength training. You've got to challenge your muscles. Number 2, just consistent physical activity in general. Number 3, making sure you're eating enough protein to give your muscles the building blocks they need. And finally, and this might be the most important one, consistency over intensity. Doing something regularly is way more powerful than going all out once in a while. And let's be crystal clear about this. The goal here is not to become a competitive athlete, not at all. The goal is to train for life. It's about having the strength to do the things you want and need to do every single day, and to keep your mobility and independence for decades to come. This brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial point. This isn't some quick fix program. This is about adopting a new mindset, a lifelong practice. We need to start thinking about our strength as a vital sign, just like we track our blood pressure or our cholesterol. Your strength is a direct indicator of your overall health. It's a marker of your body's resilience. Let that one sink in for a second. Aging itself doesn't steal your strength. Ignoring your muscle health does. We have so much more control and agency in this process than we've been led to believe. And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? It's a choice. Strength doesn't just stick around by accident. It requires a conscious decision and consistent action.
You either use it and maintain it, or through inaction, you lose it.
So, if this way of thinking about health resonates with you and you want more practical, no nonsense content focused on building strength for the long haul, make sure to subscribe. We're all about focusing on what truly matters: your long term health, strength, and autonomy.